Hello, welcome back to Wario Land 3. On the last episode, we began our immense cleanup operations because we can beat the game anytime we please, but we don't have all of our wonderful treasures and musical coins that we crave. Whether we need them or not, we crave them, so we're going to collect them. Last episode ended with us getting a little item called the Spray and Rust, which went and sprayed and then rusted some metal walls. So now we can go find metal walls and traverse past them. The first of which we'll be seeing is here in the West Crater, not the East, not the West, but the West Crater. And this is going to be a doozy of an episode because this is a blue chest level. The next level is a blue chest level. The episode, or level after that, blue chest level. And the one after that, blue chest level. We have 4 blue chest levels in a row, which when I was planning this LP, I was like, yeah, you know, only doing 4 of these, like, blue chest things, you know, probably be fine, because at this point I was scheduling, like, you know, to do, like, 5 levels per episode, so I was like, you know, 4 would be fine. It's not fine. It's not fine at all, as we've learned. Like, a single blue chest level can take, like, what, 20 minutes? So this is probably, you might want to strap in. You probably have in fact, you definitely have a better idea of how long this episode is, because you can look down at the YouTube thing and go, oh, huh, yeah, it's quite long, isn't it? I might want several snacks and perhaps a refreshment or several, or a couple gallons of water so you don't dehydrate and die while you watch this. But also, maybe I've done a miraculous editing job. Like for instance, what I could do is I could do a little bit of editing magic and cut around to like me finding all the coins, so on and so forth. But let's just have a ball of it, because you know, I mean, personally, that's probably the more professional way to do it, and I 100% understand that, and I agree that's probably the more professional way to do that. However, it's not as fun to watch. Like, I know when I'm watching LPs and stuff, and people start doing, like, big montages and cutting around, it can be impressive visually, like, oh, you know, they went through the work to do this, and this is nice to see, but for me, like, personally, I either watch an LP for 2 things, either because I want to see the game be presented, and I'm all in for the game, and I looked over to my recording software to make sure it was actually going, because I was worried. But it's either that, or just, you know, I want to hear a talk person talk at me. And, you know, I don't know which of those sides you err on. Maybe there's another side that I'm completely unaware of. Something could happen there, but it wasn't happening, was it, huh? This is the metal wall we rusted. Words, they're difficult, aren't they? So hey, there's a coin, and we've already found a coin past that metal block, and oh my god, I hope there's a way out of here, because if there's well, of course there's a way out of here. The game wouldn't screw us like that, because it was just like, I saw those silk ball blocks, and I was like, yeah, we're in a bad place, aren't we? I'm trying to think of where all the coins are that we've seen throughout our travels. I believe that there was one in the room with the silky that we were supposed to come in here and get silk balled with. Although, honestly, we don't really need to become a silk ball. Well, I guess we do, actually, to escape this area. We don't need it, because just beyond there was, like, the gray chest, and we have no desire to collect a gray chest again, especially since there's no longer a gray chest there, and it is now just an indiscriminate door of exiting a level. And I actually need the silky up there, so please, stay up there, my friend. My small, green, round, or currently round, not always round, friend. Sometimes you're elongated, like, an eclair or a hot dog, but generally, well, no, your general state is worm, like your current form is round, and I just need him to stop aggroing, so he'll just kind of turn around. Man, like he like turns around as soon as I get like on his like what could potentially be his field of vision. He just like turns around like, oh hey, Wario's behind me, isn't he? So either like this stupid worm has like tremor sense, or it can hear things, which is insane, because not very many enemies like react to like you like getting close to them. Like sometimes when like the spearheads are asleep, if you get too close to them, you'll kind of like jolt them awake. But it's not like they'll startle or anything. Oh yeah, we need to become a silk ball to escape. Something I was talking about before we came in here. How many coins do we have? Oh, that was the wrong button. Trying to pause it. I was like, why is this button not pausing when it's a button that I've never had to hit while playing this because I don't have it mapped to anything. Because modern controllers have way more buttons than a Game Boy Color did. Go figure. Yeah, these spearheads did not have the luxury of waking up in time since we just rolled on by. We had 5 coins. I'm not sure how many are going to be in the final area. In these final blue areas, there tends to be 2 or 3 coins. But after we get past this red chest area, I don't think there are any other areas where coins could be, so it'll probably be time to head to the blue chest area and just hope for the best, hope I didn't miss anything, which I very well could have. And we actually want to stay down here, because I remember this coin. Had we gone up there, we could have still gotten the coin. It just would have been, like, at that point we'd have to jump for it and all that stuff, and that could have been a problem. And we're not here for problems. We're here to have a good time and collect as many coins. And by as many coins, I mean 8, specifically 8, golden musical coins. The other coins don't matter. As we saw earlier, I, went past a, one of those green coins, because we have 999 coins. We've been full up on coins for a while, and oops, I forgot where we were going. I was like, where's the metal wall we need to smash? Forgetting that I had already smashed the metal wall. So we can come in here and check out a new area and see what the hubbub is. And there are jets of air that we can ride up, and Applebee's to dodge. We're at 6 coins, right? And I once again tried to push the wrong button. Yeah, we're at 6 coins. We've already seen one, so that's good. We need something to throw at it. Oh, and it's golf! It's golf time! It's everybody's favorite. It's golf! It's golf! It's golf! We haven't seen It's Golf in a while. It's been a while since it's been golf time. Like, actually, I'm actually gonna click over here, unprofessional as this is, click onto my notes. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been, whew. We haven't done one since, oh. I stopped counting because I'm bad at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 episodes ago, assuming that, you know, maybe I counted wrong. I'm a math minor, so if I counted wrong, whatever, I'm only a math minor. Po Buddy's nerfed, you know. Oh, hey, here's golf. And actually, this, the sign for the golf was kind of hidden among the blocks. I wonder if it was visible before I started smashing, because I didn't even notice it until it was, like, visible. If so, that's kind of a good, like, kind of, not visual gag, but kind of cool that they kind of blended it into the background. Maybe you guys noticed, but I sure as hell did not. I got so curious to know how long it had been since we had played golf that I didn't even consider, oh yeah, I probably could just do that whenever I was golfing, because I forgot for a second that I edit out the stupid golfing segments. Not that maybe you guys don't think they're stupid, and it's been a while, so I honestly didn't mind it that much, but, you know, sometimes golf can get on your nerves. And, you know, after stupid, like, 9 episodes of not doing it and being sitting here with max coins, I do it on my first try, so we're going to be, like, full up on coins, like, almost immediately. Not by the end of this level, unless I start, like hitting the coin. Well, okay, so a lot of things just happened there, and it was confusing. Unless we get a lot of coins, because we're only going to pick up 2 more gold coins, unless we just happen to find, like, 30 coins, which I don't think we're going to do, since I've broken most of the blocks in this room already. We're not going to hit the 50 this... Well, I guess it's only, like, 47, but who's counting? Oh, we came over here to get a barrel, so we can now throw it at stuff. That's okay. I can still catch it. Okay, well, I almost caught it, but I was holding up on the D-pad, and I think that stops Wario from grabbing things appropriately, whatever. We're not going to find the coins to fill up on this level. That's all I was going to say about that. Now we have this. We can go break all of those throwable enemy... Well, I guess they're not specifically enemies, but all these throwable blocks to come and get the goods. Like, there's a blue... there's a blue key here. Like, there's multiple blue keys per level. But, yeah, the blue key is here. I just need to kind of finagle Wario in such a way that he lands where I want him to land. I was kind of doing my hook jumps wrong there. Luckily, I was Fat Wario just long enough to get where we're going. Actually, where is the next... Because there was the stupid... the other coin was under Donut Block, so we're gonna have to become Fat Wario to get over there, but I don't recall off the top of my head how far down here it was. Okay, so it's right before the bottom. Or, well, not right before the bottom, because there's an area we actually can't get to now that I think about it. And the only Applebee high enough to actually help us is this top one, who I've squandered by kind of knocking into him. And oops, that was almost bad. Oh, the next coin is actually just below here, so let's see if I can... Oop, I guess I saved that. That could have almost been bad. I could have dropped that stupid barrel, and then we would have had to keep repeating that till I managed to appropriately deal with our barrel friend. And I don't know if we actually ever showed this, but if you get to the top of these like air jets, Wario starts to spin around madly, and it's amazing. It's an animation that I guess I personally don't see very often. I can't say how often you see the animation. Oh, and actually... yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say earlier and forgot. If that Applebee hits us like while we're flying up, of course we're just going to plummet straight down. I wasn't thinking about that, but that was so weird. Like as Wario was falling, like he didn't finish his animation. He like started. It looked like he started to, but then he just kind of stopped with the animation. He's like, yeah, you know what, whatever. I'm not gonna finish this animation. Until he hit the ground, then he finished chewing. It's like he has a start chewing animation, and then an end chewing animation. And then perhaps he, if he, like, you know, time elapses in between there, he just kind of gives up the ghost and doesn't do it. And it looks like I had to go one farther down than I ended up going. So let's just jump on here and get this Applebee to, once again, gift us with food. I appreciate it. I kind of wish that we were getting fat on something other than apples, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And the timing on that's either very tight or... jumping burns a lot of calories, maybe. That could be the case. I don't think it is, but just in case, I am not going to jump. I think it's the next one, because, yeah, we want to see. And there I go jumping, even though I was just like, oh, we probably shouldn't jump. Hey, it worked out, so who cares? Yeah, all the Applebees below this point are just kind of an obstacle. The only one that's useful to us in any means is this upper one. I'm actually just going to go ahead and walk this off because I screwed it up. Because what we want to do now is we want to get to the bottom right of this room, because if you remember, there was another air jet stopping us from continuing farther down, and now that we have all 8 coins, we have the blue key. I just had to check just in case to make sure I forgot one, because that would have been catastrophic. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be catastrophic, I just have to repeat the level again. Okay, we're going to need to go all the way to the right. Hopefully Fat Wario can manage it. Let's go with a final jump just to make sure he does. And, ooh, man, that was very, very close. The second we landed, he transformed back. So, yeah, that was super close. And, yeah, the West Crater is over. Honestly, the West Crater isn't that bad of a level. It's just the fact that it and the East Crater are, like, aesthetically the same. It just kind of makes it boring. Even though this one's red and the other one's green. Whatever, they're basically the same. What isn't the same is the Crest of Spades, a not required treasure that's basically the same as the other crest things, except it has a spade instead of a diamond, or a heart, or whatever the hell else there is. What the hell else is there? There's diamond, heart, spade, club, that's what there is. Okay, yeah. I had to remember it. It was, club. If I look over at my notes, I can see, spoilers, that we'll be getting the Crested Clubs next episode. I can see it. It was in my eye, and I couldn't remember what the stupid club was called. Our next level for the day is a bit of a steep cut, the Steep Canyon. And like I said earlier, this is another blue chest, and also last visit here, since it's not one of those freaky levels, that you do the green, or you get the blue chest before you get the green one. Because we've done both of those, I believe. Maybe we haven't, but I'm pretty sure we haven't. Was there? Yeah, there's just a coin over here, so I guess I'll go ahead and jump for it and call it a day, because that'd be awful to, I mean, it's, okay, if you don't get all the coins, you just have to do it again. But for me, that's terrible, because that means I have to go and play the level again, and that's a waste of my time, and while it may not be a waste of your time, because, you know, magically it'll all just happen, it's a waste of my time. And honestly, time is scary. It scares the hell out of me. You know, I was gonna make a goof, but then, like, honestly, like, time really does, like, stress me out a whole lot. Passing of time, anxiety, don't go well together. Not at all. Let's go ahead and just get stung and pick up, our next... I almost called it a blue coin? It's most certainly not blue. It's very much a musical coin. It has a big music note on it that probably has a name other than a music note. A cleft? A treble cleft? I don't know. I didn't study music. I probably never will, because, once again, the passage of time scares me, and I don't really have the time to do it. Although it'd be cool to learn how music works, because I appreciate music. But what I also appreciate is playing video games. I barely have enough time for that, so there's that. And oh boy, owl. Maybe we can go ahead and see that stupid owl animation that enamored me so... Oh, another owl. I always forget that they respawn if you just go off the screen. I don't know why that always surprises me when the owl immediately respawns, even though that happens like literally any time you're like playing with the owl, basically. Where is... Yeah, there's another coin. I don't think there's a third coin in this room, because they tend not to throw them that often together. And yeah, there we go. I just wanted to see that animation of the second owl popping out of Wario. That's so weird. I wonder why they programmed it that way. Honestly, it was probably just an oversight. And then when the QA team was like, hey, please fix this, they were like, no, this is a game for children. We don't have the time for it. And also, that is probably pretty annoying to fix. Because why the hell would that happen? Maybe... Oh, you know what it probably is? And let's go ahead and... Okay, so you're flying around with the owl, and you hit something, so they just play an animation of Wario holding onto Owl, and Owl, like, jets out from him, rather than worrying about the Owl and Wario as separate entities, because I think, to some degree, they become, like, like, the same object, because as you can see, like, the Owl's color changes, like, his, like, yellow becomes, like, Wario's, like, pink, peach, orange, like, skin color, where, like, previously, like, damn it, the bottom of his feathers kind of had, like, a bit of a yellow flare to it. I believe I pointed this out before. Like, see, it's more yellow, and then whenever we grab it onto him, it becomes, like, Wario's skin color. So he probably becomes, like, one complete object to kind of, like, handle how they move together as a unit, and also maybe make it easier on, like, the Game Boy's, like, processing, etc., etc. So whenever it was like, oh yeah, whenever Wario hits a spike, an owl flies out of him, that's how we handle the animation. But whenever, like, it came time, like, oh hey, whenever he hits a spike and he's not holding onto the owl anymore, it still pops out. And the dev team is probably like, yeah, we do not have time for this, we gotta ship this game. Which is just the thing that happens. And apparently everyone else's work, and my work, you just get stuck fixing defects forever. But who's counting? Who's gonna go ahead and just say things like that? I certainly wouldn't. That'd probably be a crime. Maybe. I don't know. Please don't tell me, buddy. I don't commit crimes. How many? We have 5 coins. We haven't been to the blue area yet, so I honestly have no idea how many coins are over there. I'm just going to just take a shot in the dark and assume 2. Because if there's not 2, that's going to be bad for us, because there's only 1 more where I know off the top of my head, and doing some dangerous jumps here. Because if we fall... Oh, and... Yeah, I was about to say, if we fall back into the water, and that's bad. It's not too far of a swim, it's just kind of annoying, especially since we have to swim against the current the entire way. And you don't, like, swim as fast against the current. Well, it's not that you swim much slower in the current. I think it is a little slower, but it's not, like, so terribly noticeably slow. It's more of just the pushback from the current makes it so where, even if it is the same speed, it is much slower. And oh, that jump was far too soon. There we go, okay. I was worried for a second, like, I started rolling, and I was like, wait, I should probably start talking. This is a Let's Play, and I was supposed to talk, and then I was like, wait, no, I should probably just concentrate on this for a hot second, since I've already not started talking. And there's our iron wall that we rusted with the spray and rust, and here's the blue chest area. We have 6 coins, so hopefully we can find 2 coins back here. And hopefully, actually, let me look at this, what's happening over here, because we have the chest, and we have a complete other area we can go to. It looks like we're going to need to roll on through here, and the blue key's actually just right there. Yeah, we're gonna have to find another slope to roll down. And it doesn't look like it'll roll us straight into the blue chest, which is a thing that happens sometimes, where a incline will just roll you straight into the chest and end the level immediately. If you have the key, which could be a problem if you're coin hunting like we are. I want to get rid of these paradigms, because I probably shouldn't, because there could potentially be like a throwable enemy block, but they're in my way, because we need to light some torches to open a torch block. It's been a while since we've seen one of these, and there's probably a better order to go in than what I just currently did, but hey, it's working, so who cares? Yep, we lit all the torches, and we lit them in time, and at the end of the day, performing the objective is all that matters. And oops, I was kind of caught off guard by Hot Wario turning into Flamin' Hot Wario. For some reason that surprised me, even though it's like, that happens literally every time we do this transformation. And this is pretty much the end of the game. Like, this is episode 21? Okay, it looks like there's time for more golf, and we can see an area beneath us. yeah, we just got to ground pound through, which is kind of nice. A nice little tell. Like, you could see that there's something beneath here because of these pass-through platforms. Pass-through, I think I typically call them thin platforms, which is kind of a weird... oh, and I guess the coin's over here. That's nice. I was kind of in a habit of like, oh, let me just go ahead and just try and break shit because, you know, we're here. But it turned out to net us a coin. That's nice. I actually failed that twice, so hooray, we can collect some more money. So yeah, this was kind of like a nice little room. It's a small little area, but I kind of enjoyed the arrangement for it, because like you immediately like, you know, you run here and you're like, oh, you know, it's a dead end. I need to find, you know, the minigame thing. But you can see the you know, bottom of the minigame thing. You can tell that there's something beneath there. You can tell there's an area down there, so you probably start ground pounding like I did. And then maybe even you get suspicious and start just punching things like I guess I unconsciously did, although I also have a bad habit of just punching the walls, and we only found one coin, and I don't think I think we went everywhere in the level. The only place I can think of where we didn't go was the gray chest area. Like we kind of, I actually went by it a ton of times because that's where that incline that I used to get to the coin on the far right of the map. So what I'm talking about is the far left of the map. And I don't believe there was an area I missed in here. Maybe at the top of this incline I can punch the wall. Or I can grab... No, if I was able to ground pound through, I would have been able to see it. This is probably going to take some detective work. Detectives find stuff, I guess. Whatever. I'm not a detective. I don't know the shit. Full disclosure. After completely traversing this level again, I got fed up with it, and I've cheated. Yes, I admit it. I just cheated. I was just like, where's this damn coin? And I looked it up. It's back here. The damn thing's back there. Like, I feel like we could have accidentally got that, but we didn't. And in the end, I had to cheat. And I could have lied to you good folks and been like, oh, you know, I figured it out. Haha, I'm the smartest boy who ever lived. But yeah, I'm not. I cheated. I got fed up and I cheated. Because this is kind of how, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so in my youth, I was very much like, you know, oh, I never want to use a guide. Actually, in my youth, I mean a couple years ago. When I was a kid, if I got stuck on something, hell yeah, I'm gonna look it up, because it's like, you know, I'm a kid, I don't got a lot of patience. But then I hit a point where I was like, oh, it's all about the challenge, you know, I'm not gonna use a guide for anything ever. But now it's hit a point where it's like, if I start feeling like I'm wasting my time trying to do something, especially like try and find something, hell yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Look. You only live once. You can only... No! No! Oh my god! No! Oh god! Fuck! Son of a bitch! Now I have to do that entire level again! Oh my god! No! The game just punished me for cheating! This is the worst! This is chemical number 3030F8. Oh. God, that was the last one. Oh. Oh yeah, you get the two chemicals with the stupid names, they're red and blue. The red and blue hex codes for just the colors that are on the sprites. And you dissolve the ground, you can get past heavy things that you couldn't move before. Whatever. Oh, what a good laugh. A laugh we just had. So this is where the last coin would have been. I accidentally collected it, realized I wasn't recording, and wasn't going to play this level again. I will not apologize for that, but what I will apologize for is I'm going to be pretty upset for the rest of the episode about that. So sorry about just general upsetness. You know what will surely put me in a great mood? Doing the Cave of Flames! You know, we've done the West Crater, in the last episode we did the West Crater and the East Crater, thus forming the West Crater. And this one we're doing the West Crater and the Cave of the Flames, which, what? They're different levels? I didn't even realize. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell if they're different levels, and there's a point up there, and we could just swim past here. I didn't even think about that. I guess because, you know, I honestly didn't know off the top of my head that there was flowing water down there. Like, why would I know that off the top of my head? I mean, I guess that could reasonably be a thing that you could just happen to know, and, why am I not making this jump? Oh, there we go. I don't know why I wasn't making that jump. I was holding up on the D-pad. Maybe I wasn't doing a good enough job at it. Honestly, it could just be the D-pad's kind of weird, so I could have biffed it. And yeah, there's a coin up here. So cool. We've already got 2 coins out of our way. If I remember, The Cave of Flames has some weird ones, and unfortunately we're actually not going to be able to grab that coin. Well, I guess we'll leave without it. And by that I mean we'll go back for the stupid coin, and I guess we'll do it flat now. Oh, we can bully the Count Richter oftens. I believe this happened whenever, last time we saw him, we bullied like one, like, oh, now we're double bullying. Like one, we're pushing, like, he's like, I don't want to associate with that flat guy. And the other one, we've forced him to associate with the flat one, and pushed him to an early watery grave. It's an early watery grave because, you know, weirdly enough, he was going to die in a watery grave regardless. Yeah, there's a coin up there, so let's go ahead and grab our spearhead and jump up there. It doesn't look like we'll be able to make it up there, though. Yeah, that's too high for us. Yeah, we can't break a thing into there. Probably need, like, some kind of transfer... That was weird. I kind of, like, went into the crouching animation, then immediately went into the stupid, I don't know why I always do that. I always do that, like, oh, you know, oh, the stupid, oh, the shit, oh, the garbage, oh, give me a fucking, like, I always do that, and it always makes me feel, like, so dumb when I can't think of what I want to say, and then I just immediately just kind of pepper a swear into it to give me time to think, and I get that that's a thing that people do, and oh, hey, there's more, rusted walls to break. I thought we had broken them all. I guess that's the thing that everybody does, but, I don't know, my specific ones always make me feel, like, just so, like, unintelligent, and it makes me feel bad. Makes me feel bad a lot. Makes me feel bad right here in the heart. And I didn't actually point to my heart because I'm playing a fucking video game. I don't have time for that. I have serious stuff to do. No time for the heart. And oh, actually that worked out well. We needed to be on fire anyways. I feel like this happened last time we were here. Actually, last time we were here, yeah, there we go. We were able to get our first try, I think. I remember it working out real well and me going, oh, hey, like this worked out well. And I think like I just completely like recycled my commentary accidentally from the first time we were here. And let's go ahead and kill that guy, because that guy's going to be a problem. Hopefully there's a coin back here. I don't know if there is off the top of my head. The Cave of Flames, not Cave of the Flames, doesn't stick out in my head all that well, since it's not really a level I care too much about. Honestly, like with the West Crater, like the level itself is fine, even though, like, you know, shared aesthetics, etc., etc. And this one just kind of makes me upset, even though it's aesthetically very different. Even I don't care for the aesthetics all that much, because it's I feel like they're repeat this kind of fire texture a little too. Well, I mean, it's not texture, but you know, the fire sprite that's shared by walls and the background. I guess also the walls. I don't know. It's just kind of weird looking, even if it's like you know, aesthetically different. But then it's, you know, thematically at that point the same as, you know, the West Crater and the East Crater, even though it's like inside of one, where the other one's like, you know, the crater of a volcano. So it's a little bit different, but it's a fire cave area. Whatever, I don't care. Oops, and I have been frozen. Is that, yeah, and that uninvisibles me as well. Hopefully that there's not another Idor? I feel like I never know what to call those things, and it looks like there's not a thing over here, but I've come too far to turn around now, especially since, God, the thing of the stupid steep canyon. I was trying not to be upset about it, but I am really upset about that, especially since, like, how fucking ironic is that, like, oh, okay, it's not, actually, is it irony whenever you're, no, it's coincidence, actually, you know, the thing that everyone gets mixed up, I just did the thing where you get irony and coincidence mixed up. Yeah, like, just how much of a coincidence is that I'm here complaining about, like, oh, you know, I don't have time for this, and then this one stupid coin that I didn't give the satisfaction of looking for myself, I fuck up and then, like, have to waste a ton of time, because now I have to go back and replay all that. Like, it's not a ton of time. Like, how long were we there? Like, 10, 15 minutes at the longest, like, in terms of recording. Like, I'd, like, walked around for, like, another 10 minutes, so, I mean, it's, like, 30, oh, God, it's 30 minutes, though, now I think about that. That is a lot of time. It's simultaneously like, oh, you know, that's not much time, but also it's like, geez, that's a lot of my day gone now. Whatever, we won't dwell too much on that, even though it's really upsetting, and we'll continue to look for our other 5 coins. We know one's over here that we need a transformation, or maybe that bird's high enough that we can jump off of its head. Because I was trying to think of what transformations we have available to us, and I was like, I don't think we can get anything out here. And yeah, cool, that worked out perfectly. I was like, okay, yeah, because I've been sitting here trying to think, like, what stupid transformations we have access to in the Cave of Flames, other than, like, fire, and then, like, there was Flat Wario, and then, in that room with the Count Richterhoffens, but we wouldn't be able to escape that room. Count Richterhoffens, Baron Richterhoffens. I do this every time. I have no idea what their name is. It's something Richterhoffen, and there's not a coin down there, I don't think. We're at 4 coins. We still haven't been to... Wait, is that... Have we been to... I don't know. I was trying to remember... no, that was in the West Crater. I was like, oh, the area with the train track. But no, we've definitely been there. There's a door down there. Can we get to it? Oh, well, if we can, we're going to have to be on fire first, because there's a door that we were able to see just, like, beneath the screen. I think we might have to smash our way through this. Yep, cool. Everything worked out. I'm glad I came over here, because Cave of Flames just isn't a level that sticks out in my head all that well, just because, you know, thematically, I don't really care for it, etc., etc. So the coins are kind of just, like, lost in my head. Like, I have no idea where some of these coins could be. And oops, I guess we're going to have to repeat this arrangement. Not that it's a terribly big one. I think I could have killed those hammer bots and just been done with them, but I think we're going to need their help, because we saw that block on the far right of this room. I imagine what we're going to have to do here is use one hammer bot to get over there and break it, and then maybe come at it from a different angle. So we're just going to, yeah, leave him over here, and now we'll go ahead and accept the help of this hammer bot. I'm actually going to lure him over here to make sure I don't bounce out of the area again. Yeah, here we go, so we can just come in here and get the coin. You know, I honestly probably could have just seen that and understood this arrangement instead of, like, just kind of taking shots in the dark and hoping everything worked out. But apparently, either my eyes saw it, but my brain didn't think about it, and then my brain processed it somehow, or maybe just, dumb luck? I don't know, one of those two. I realized I had no, like, out for ending that sentence. I was like, it's either this or... And it feels like I probably should have started with dumb luck, but then I started with, like, the kind of, like, more sophisticated response first for some reason. Now we have to end for... I almost said we have to end for this wait, stupid bullshit. Whatever. I almost said it the wrong way. It's not a surprise at this point. You guys get how this works. Words don't come out of my mouth right. Then I say something about my brain, and then nobody laughs, and we all just kind of worry about my just general health. So hopefully there will be 3 coins just beyond this. I keep wanting to say like this blue chest area, like they're like clearly marked off. But this new area we haven't previously been to. Hopefully there'll be 3 coins back here whenever we find the blue chest, and then hopefully we won't, you know, like just that guy was ready. I guess we were like in his field of vision, so we like aggroed him. We don't need your help. Just gonna go ahead and hit those walls while we're down here because we might as well, like, at this point. Which is sad. I kind of hate when games become like, oh, I might as well just hit every single wall I see. But sometimes you just gotta do it if you want all the collectibles. And let's go ahead and jump up here correctly because I want to bring these guys up here so I can make this jump. And cool, I was able to. For a second, I was worried I wouldn't be able to make that jump. And I was like, wait, but I used all my guys. What do I gotta do? I ran out of guys. And do I have to jump on these guys to get up here, or is there another way up here? It doesn't matter because I can't make that jump. We will need. Okay, well, we're going to need a few. We're going to need a few guys, and I gotta reset the room because we need a guy to jump over to that cliff we wouldn't be able to get up. And there's also the enemy block, well, the throw blocks, because since you know it doesn't always have to be an enemy. I don't know why I always get so belligerent at myself, like these names that I kind of just use, like, oh, the enemy throw blocks, like it matters all that much. Like you guys probably don't. Maybe you guys do care. Oh my god, I'm sorry for. I almost made an assumption. You know, maybe you guys do care, and I've been doing it super bad this entire time. You're just sitting there like, he tries, but he's just so frustrating. I'm gonna kill that man one day, and if that's your general thoughts on me, don't blame you. Completely understandable. Fuck me up. I probably deserve it. And now we're gonna have to take a lot of these little robot friends upstairs, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Cool. I wanted to bank him off the wall since I didn't want him to hit another robot, because if he hits another robot, you know, he'll kill him, because if you, like, throw it, it's counted as, like, a projectile, and they'll be like, oh, you threw it at the guy. Let's go ahead and just come down here, grab another one, and everything is looking good. I don't think we can... Oh, shit, I think he fell. Yeah, he fell downstairs. That's gonna suck. Hopefully that top one doesn't despawn. Cool. I was worried that top one would despawn, and then everything would be bad. But luckily, everything was not bad. Everything's been generally okay, aside from the stupid thing in the steep canyon, which I'm really upset about that. I stopped talking. What? What is this? What is this area? What's the point of this? Oh, there's a ladder up here? Okay. And now I'm here. But what's the... Okay, so... We can... Okay, so what is the point of the secret? I almost want to, like... No, I already cheated once. I don't want to cheat again, especially since last time I cheated. Okay, I really want to know what's up with this thing. Maybe there's a coin back there. I'm going to go ahead and cheat and look at a map of this area again, because I really want to know what the hell is up with this thing. Okay, so I've looked at the map of this area, and this is crazy. So, they have that thing where you can, like, go up there and there's a ladder that you can climb up, and then there's another one somewhere along this wall, like, super down here, that I'm guessing, based on the way the map looks, I think you can climb, like, all the way up there? Unfortunately, I didn't know which one it was, and I overshot how far we jumped down, so let's go ahead and just take a few of these guys up here. So we can get as high as we need. Let's go ahead and throw him there so we can use him as a platform, and we're all good in the hood. I believe we've already checked out this one. Well, damn, I guess it's fine, because we still have a guy down here. As long as that top one doesn't despawn, everything is fine. And I understand it's probably a waste of our time, since we've already, like, done this arrangement, and I'm just really interested, because it was like, how the hell was I supposed to know that thing was there? Like, I hit that by, like, dumb luck. Yeah, none of these seem to want to break, so maybe that map was oh, actually, maybe they're a throwable enemy, or, you know, throw thing, whatever. I keep using that weird, like, lingo that I just got upset at myself for using. Let's go ahead and just start throwing enemies at the wall. I'm not going to check all the way up here, because... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's a little area we can come in here. We can climb up all the way up here. And this is crazy. Like, you can do this normally. Like, how would you, like, who's just gonna come in here and go, yeah, I'm gonna throw an enemy at this wall, like, you know, 1 unit up, or not 1 unit up, but, like, 1 layer up, and then, like, just take this, like, hidden ladder I can't see off screen to get to where I need to go. Like, that's just insane. Like, how many people know that secret's there? Because I certainly didn't before today. Like, God, how many times have I played this game? Like, I mean, granted, I've never gone after all the coins, so I don't know how much time I've spent in this arrangement, because we already have the blue key, unless this leads to the blue... Wait, is it? Yeah, we got the blue key there. For some reason, I thought we were, like, in this, like, secret area or something. I don't know why. My brain's just completely forgotten where we were. And hopefully this wall... Yeah, I already checked that this wall was breakable. Yes, I think I did. I guess it could be, like, an enemy throw thing, especially after that other room. I guess we'll go ahead and check what's... No, I want to do this enemy thing before I forget it. Because I feel like I'll just forget this, and then we'll never get that stupid coin. So let's go ahead and take an enemy, especially since, like, if we go ahead and do this, and there's, like, a throwable enemy thing right here, it wouldn't stop us from, like, oh, actually, there's a ladder down here, so where does this go? Is this it? Yep, cool. I'm so glad that we... Oh, it only has, like, 1 layer of, like, enemy, like, throw... There I go again, like, throw block protection. That's kind of weird. Also, I guess I appreciate it, because it means, like, we don't have to repeat that entire arrangement again. Like, we're going to have to do this one once again. Not that it's, like, terribly difficult. We just gotta kind of juggle these little robots a little bit. And I've just killed one, so now we have to, I almost said repeat the arrangement. Which, I mean, we do, essentially. But I meant reset the room to, respawn these enemies, so we can go ahead and throw them into position once again. Man, I kind of wish this game had better shortcuts. Like, Wario Land 2 had a few shortcuts with... Oh man, yeah, this game would really benefit from, like, some just, like, shortcuts that... did I just despawn one? Hopefully we can respawn... Yeah, here we go. Cool. I was worried that, you know, after I despawned it, we wouldn't be able to respawn it in. Let's find a safe place to throw this guy up. Yeah, cool, where he doesn't bump into his friend. Now we can take this guy, jump up here. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to work for us, because these guys are just so mad. They're just so angry, just little metal friends. Except they're not friends, because they're mad at us, and they want us to not... Well, I mean, they can't kill us, so I guess maybe they don't desire death. They just want to harm. And they can't really, like, injure us. And Wario doesn't partake in injuries. He just kind of... He gets a little, like... He gets a little boo-boo. Well, he doesn't even get boo-boos. He just knock him... You surprise him. Whenever you hit Wario, you surprise him. You've injured him, and that's surprising. But not much more than that. Wario's a man of emotion. No physical feelings in him. He's too strong to feel physical feelings. But as everybody knows, you're never strong enough to know emotion. That's from Wario's book that you should probably purchase. And this is a nice little arrangement. I don't think in this game we've ever had to actually use these crushers as platforms. It's something that I know we had to do in Wario Land 2. Sure, make me flat. We might need to be flat in the future. I'm not 100% sure, but we're flat now, so we'll go ahead and just live out our life as a flat Wario. Oh yeah, we had to do this, because otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get past here. I completely forgot about this little area, because I was so transfixed on our, like, coin hunt. Oh, we have all the coins! I wasn't even counting. I was like, I bet there's, like, one past here. Though, yeah, the chest is just here, and I'm just gonna... Yeah. I know I looked at it seconds ago, but after Steep Canyon, like, ugh, God, figured just... Might as well check and be safe, because... Gonna have to go and repeat the Steep Canyon again, and oh my god, this recording's getting it's so long for me. This is already like 50-minute, well, 55-minute. I don't know why I write it down. Snippety Scissors is the name of that treasure, because you know it wouldn't be enough to just call them scissors. They're Snippety Scissors. And god, the Steep Canyon would be that block to the right of us, which would have like complete a nice chunk of it. So now it's double upsetting me. But the Snippety Scissors, true to what they can do, they can cut chain, apparently. They're very good Snippety Scissors. They've cut a chain and freed a red balloon from its perch, allowing it to fly higher into above the clouds, which we'll do later, because this episode isn't over, but we're not going there. And to close out what's surely a vast episode, the vast plane. And oh, hey, once you get the overweighted overalls, you knock down that little platform toad friend much farther than you previously did when you only had the weighted overalls. When you get the ground pound upgrade, basically. Just in case the weird treasure names that I've christened everything. I almost said Christianed, which is not correct at all. And, oh boy, more golf. I actually never even considered this. Let me check my... Yeah, on my notes, it doesn't say we had to play golf, because I didn't consider, you know, to go get musical coins, we might have to repeat areas. The realization that we might have to repeat golf games that we've already done to get to musical coins, like the horror just dawned on me, especially since this level has 2 golf segments in it. There's another area, like when we went up into the sky area to get, I think it was the green chest, maybe it was the, no, it was definitely the green chest, because it's the red chest of the area. That area has another golf segment to get past it. I think past the golf segment is just, or the minigame clear block, I should say, not the golf segment, as it were. But past the minigame clear block, I feel like it's just the treasure chest. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to continue on the assumption that it is that. But if we get to the end of the level, and if I have 7 coins, I'm going to be very upset. Not as upset as I am at the Steep Canyon, which is probably hilarious for you guys, like the fact, I mean, just the fact that I was upset as I was, and am continuing to be, but also because you guys have probably gotten the closure to that, because I know how I'm going to edit it, and I'm going to edit it and showing you guys, like, you know, the coin afterwards, and I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, because, you know, you've already seen it, like, you know, why do you guys care? And why do you guys care about editing notes in the first place? You don't, and I don't know why I'm telling you that. This is probably bad LP, but, like, it's just probably kind of just funny for you guys, because it's like, you know, I'm so mad about it, but, like, you guys have already seen it. You guys know that I go back and I get that stupid coin, and you've seen it. You've gotten the closure. I haven't. I'm upset that I haven't gotten the closure yet. I'm sorry. The Steep Canyon sucks. I was trying to think of something clever to say, but I don't like the Steep Canyon anymore. You know, I wasn't too fond of... Yeah, there we go. I just want this Grabby Bot to come back because there's a coin past here. I wasn't too fond of that, like, beginning segment, even though it's only... You only have to repeat it, like, once ever. And, like, I made it sound like it was going to be so bad, like, the first time we did it. Like, I edited... when we first went there and I did the red chest and I edit past, like, the thing, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have... This is a thing, I'm gonna have to do a bunch of this game. But here we are, like, at the end of the game, and I've, like maybe edited out, like, 2 backtracking, like, the segments. There's definitely been more than that, but, like, 2, like, major ones, like, I start a level and, like, go to, like, backtrack, and hello, Senior Son. I suppose we could have done this at night and saw, Mr. Moon, and for a second, like, the sun made me freak out and was like, is there a platform there? And I think there's only this one coin up here in the sky. Wait, if you solve a minigame clear block, does that open every minigame clear block in the level? If so, that's kind of neat, and I don't know how useful that is. Because, like, how many levels are there, like... that makes me wonder if there's multiple levels that have multiple minigame clear blocks in it. And yeah, it was just a chest pass here, so there was nothing. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and check, just because I'm still upset about the steep canyon, y'all. So I'm just gonna make sure that there was nothing just out of like view, like something I could easily jump to or something. Yeah, that makes me wonder though, if you hit one minigame clear block, does that open every single one of them in a level? Because this is the only level I can think of off the top of my head that has two. It's not to say that it's the only one, but I honestly don't know. There might be others. I'm going to check if. Here's what I'm going to do. If I checked and there's multiple levels with multiple things in it, there's gonna be a thing on screen that says, "Hey, there's levels with multiple things in it." If not, it won't say anything, but it probably will, because if I remember this in editing, like, I'll probably end up being snarky and then put something else on screen. You know, those hilarious visual goofs that you get in these Let's Plays from time to time, and this visual medium that we represent. Not that we represent. It's not that Let's Play represents visual medium as a whole or anything. And there's a coin that we wanted. We have 6 out of 8 coins, so it should be. Where the hell am I? There we go. It's just to the right of the stupid ladder. Coin over here, no coin over there. So we continue onwards. Now that we're going into the final area, there's probably sometimes like little dust particles like get up in my face, and I get worried. Like, is there a bug in my house? But nope, just a dust particle. A very aggressive dust particle, as it were. So now that we're in the final area, we're probably good, because there tends to be, there's the chest, and the chest, so we're invisible in an area, we're invisible in an area with invisible platforms to get to a chest, which luckily isn't invisible, and luckily the enemies are visible. I know we don't have the blue key yet, we don't have all the, actually, do we have the blue key yet? I just wanted to make sure I didn't, like run up to this stupid thing, and, oh cool, there's a hole there. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a coin in there, so I wouldn't like run around like freaking out and then not like go back in there, since there's no hello zombie. I was not actually expecting a zombie to appear, and then a bunch of zombies appeared. That was very weird. I wonder if they if that's like a program thing, like make a bunch of zombies pop out at once. Although they didn't all pop out at once, they just popped out relatively close to each other. Yeah, so either I gotta break something in this room. Oh man, there was literally like. Who's ready for full disclosure part 2? So it was probably very funny how I jumped and then fell down like the single gap hole like I could have fallen down. But when I did that, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and look. I'm gonna go ahead. The great use of words, and look for the 8th coin. So I went ahead and hit some things. I went and backtracked through the level, and I couldn't find the damn thing. And it hit the point where I was like, you know what? I've cheated once this episode. I'm gonna cheat again. And I got a little bit close to the mic, but I didn't want to get like super close to the mic because I don't know how that would sound. But here's the coin. Because yeah, I looked around the level and I was like, where's this damn thing? I have no idea where it is. So I looked at the map and I could see, oh, there's a thing, like, you know, there's a coin in this little hidden area over here. So I came in here and I tried to, well, obviously I couldn't like try to punch through here, so I tried to punch like through surrounding areas. But looking at the map, you can kind of see like this thing that points off this direction, which you can't see. Your only indication that something might be up is this the weird way the wall ends here. But that's also kind of a reasonable thing to like see, because you know it's a Game Boy game. Like, oh, you know, you just didn't have like the sprite to like, you know, properly in that wall, whatever. But I, without cheating, figured out, oh, I probably have to become Zombie Wario and like slide past like the like wall right here. So I cheated to look it up. I didn't like cheat like to like, oh, how do I get this coin? I'm so stumped. Because I mean, it wasn't like that particularly hard to figure out. Like, we had like one way of interacting with the world that was like, you know, one way of interacting the world beyond our like normal moveset. And our normal moveset was not being useful in getting it, since I, you know, tried to ground pound a bunch of the floor and had no luck. Tried to punch a bunch of the wall, had no luck. But yeah, you can't see that damn thing. So like when I was like thinking like, oh, you know, that's a good tell. Like, you know, you can kind of see that the area or not that the area ends, but you can kind of see where the coin is, that it kind of points off into nowhere, but you can't see the coin. Like, no matter how close I get to it, you can't see the coin. Your only indication that something's up is these spikes here, which, do they make you visible again? I don't know why I tested that, because if it did, I'd have to go and become invisible again so we could get past this stupid eye wall. Continue onwards. We have the blue key, right? Yeah, we have the blue key, we have all the coins, so we're good. And we'd be good to end the episode, but I have to keep recording. Probably not right now. Definitely not right now, actually, because I've been recording for over an hour. It's like an hour and 20 minutes now. Yikes. And it's almost my bedtime. I want to go to sleep. I'm a sleepy boy, and as you can tell, I'm a little grumpy. I'm a lot of grumpy now. No, I'm a lot grumpy with that stupid Steep Canyon thing. Steepid. That's probably what I was trying to go for earlier. It's not good though, so probably a good thing I didn't get there. God, after kind of a frustrating episode, we have to edit these stupid invisible platforms that. Oh, actually, I was thinking like, we have to do this platforming while invisible. But I'm glad I figured this out before we got to the chest. We wouldn't have been able to. Open the chest had I gotten there when we were invisible, because that's a thing about Invisible Wario. Invisible Wario can't open chests for some reason. So what we're gonna have to do is, and I'm hoping I can do this right, because there's no way to transform back on this side of the wall that isn't becoming a zombie. Maybe there is, and I'm just not using my brain good enough, so what I'm trying to do is I want to aggro the zombie. Can I get its attention? No, I'm not. Jump over here. Yeah, so it'll bite us. Yeah, and there we go. Now we can jump down, and since we return into zombie, that kind of ends the invisible transformation, then we can just fall into that flame right there. That's kind of a clever thing. You don't have to use transformations like that all that often. It's a very good one. I'm glad that we see like kind of a advanced arrangement like that. Like it's not, like it wasn't terribly hard or anything, but it was kind of an advanced application of your transformations. Like, this transformation that I need to get past this area is also a hindrance towards completing my ultimate goal, getting this ruby bracelet, another not required item. I mean, basically everything we've been getting has not required since we can beat the game. There's a lot of like things that open up things to levels that's they're questionably required. I'd actually be interested to see like the most optimum path to go through this game. It was something I was considering mapping out at one point while playing in SLP, but I never really sat down and did it. That's probably already exists on the internet. I'd be surprised if it didn't, especially since speedruns exist, and of course speedrunners. Actually, speedrunners probably have like some crazy glitches to get through here. Makes you wonder. Like any percent no glitch run would probably be what I'd want to see. Like most optimum path to just beat the game, skip all required or not required treasures, skip all required treasures, get all not required treasures. That'd be a hell of an interesting run, and would need lots of glitches to do. But hey, we're done here for the episode. I have to go get all the coins in the Steep Canyon, but I'm not doing that now. I'm gonna go to bed because it's nighttime. It's nighttime in the real world. It's nighttime in the fake world. Maybe it's nighttime in your world. If it's not, look again. Maybe it is night. Good night.